सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखमाप्नुयात्. The depth of Indian wisdom is so very palpable from this one simple sloka which prays for the welfare of all. Let all be happy, let all be healthy, let no one have any sorrow, let everybody see auspiciousness everywhere. This is Indian wisdom. Or Dr. Conswit is here, he was telling, in America they say, let Americans be happy. In other countries they say, let our countrymen be happy. But it is only the sages of the yore, the seers of the past, the realized ones who taught Indians that it's in the welfare of all that lies your welfare. When all are healthy, all are happy, that's when you can be happy as an individual. And all the great people of wisdom have only taught this path to us to work towards the welfare of humanity. Today we have amidst us Professor Yogananda, physically known only for a week, but otherwise for ages. He is a mathematician, an Advaitin, a Sanskrit scholar, a mountaineer. He has climbed a few peaks of Himalayas, he has conquered them. And a humble servant of God in the form of a visionary who wants to take the wisdom of our ancient India to everyone around the world. It is said, Bahunam Janmanam Ante Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate Vasudevam Sarvamiti Sa Mahatma Sudurlabhaha. That person who can see oneness of all, divinity in all, such a person is truly very, very rare. A person attains this state only after several births of struggle and strife to realize. So what we see in him is not a personality who is probably 60 years old, because the institutions are 60 years old today, and he said he celebrates the same year as the institution 69 when he was born in this body. So he is also 60 years old. Institutions are 60 years old today. And we call institutions Shashtipurti in 60 years. You see, in a human's life, Shashtipurti is a very important event, a turning point. What happens at Shashtipurti? The Grahastha Ashrama is given up and Vanaprastha Ashrama is embraced as per our scriptures. And he is retiring soon, and he is completely now involving himself with this work of Vedanta. And I'm so glad that he so quickly understood what I was trying to convey. That all this that is in Sanskrit must be translated into English so that it can reach every nook and corner of this earth. And eventually, as a university, as a group of devotees, we would like to translate the entire works of Adi Shankara, to start with Prasthanatraya Bhashyas, into English, and from English into several languages of the world. Already our publications here are translated into 20-25 languages, world languages. And someday I would like to see all the Advaita scriptures translated in all these languages, so that this knowledge, this wisdom of Sanatana Dharma reaches every nook and corner of this earth. And I am so convinced that there is no other way to transform this world. No policies, no rules, no laws. But this wisdom, when it reaches every person in the world, it will definitely transform them and transform the world. Nahi jnanena sadrisham pavitramiha vidyate. It says, there is nothing equal, nothing as pure, nothing as holy and sacred as the ultimate wisdom. Ishavasyamidam sarvam. That everything is divinity and nothing else. Brahma satyam jagan mithya jivo brahmaiva napara. That wisdom should reach every nook and corner, every person on earth. So what if they are born in another country far away from this great Indian land? So what if they speak another language which is not Sanskrit? So what if their faith or their belief system did not teach them this amazing ancient Indian wisdom? They also deserve to know this truth. And out of compassion that our sages and saints have spoken this truth, so that everybody learns and benefits and redeems oneself. And now this time has come to speak this truth in several languages, through several mouths, through several channels. When we met revered Holy Jagadguru Bharati Tirtha Swamiji, he gave us a long audience and he heard me out. Probably for half an hour. It was only I speaking and he listening. And he heard, and at a moment his eyes glittered, and I understood that he has agreed with what we are saying. And he said, yes, the time has come that it must be translated into other languages, especially English, so that it reaches more people. It no more can be confined to one ancient language. Of course, the beauty of it can never be recreated in any other language as it is in Sanskritam. Nevertheless, at least something will be available for the rest of the world with this idea. As it is said, Swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Even little of this wisdom if they gain, they will be freed of great fears of birth and death. And that is the idea of this project, Advaita Sharada. I'm so happy that it is happening, and it is happening so fast, as he said. Hardly a month we met Jagadguru, and now hardly a week we met Professor Yogananda, and in another week or so we again are going to meet Jagadguru to formally seek his blessings for this project and begin soon after, as he says, Shubhasya Shigram. So for that sake, we will again go and meet him around 15th of December and then begin this project in all its earnestness. Our university is fortunate to have been blessed to associate with someone so wonderful as the Jagadguru, and an institution like Sri Sharada Peetham of Sringeri, which was the first Peetham instituted by Sri Adi Shankaracharya. Imagine the banks of Tunga, where he would have sat and envisioned that this Advaita wisdom should reach everyone. And the very first place there, when he saw a snake protecting a pregnant frog, he said, this is the place where this work should begin. And that is when Sri Sharada Peetham of Sringeri came up. And after that, as we know, he went and established 3 more Peethams, east, west, north, south. And today we are associating with hundreds of years of history. And that is truly a historical moment for our institutions as a university. And we are very glad, very fortunate, and we feel very blessed to be a part of this wonderful project. This also marks the 60th year since another visionary, Sri Madiyal Narayan Bhatt, under a little tree in a remote village, Alike, gathered a few youngsters and said, we must embark upon a mission. And when he looked for a name to be given to this mission, people suggested many things, but he chose the name Loka Seva Vrinda. He didn't say Alike Seva Vrinda, Karnataka Seva Vrinda, not even Bharata Seva Vrinda. He called it as Loka Seva Vrinda. Let this be of service to entire world, not just a small place or a state or a country at best. Let it be of use to the entire world. Let it serve the entire world with that vision. He started this. And today, after 60 years, as it finishes its Shashti Purti, as I said, quite a few people are at the verge of retirement. And as they move into the Vanaprastha ashrama, they have to pass on this baton to the next generation. So today we also had a ceremony, convocation kind of ceremony, when the graduates have come out of the Center for Human Excellence, and they're all taking up internship program in various campuses, and on their shoulders lies this responsibility. It is said in Bhagavad Gita, Manushyanam Sahastreshu, out of thousands of people, in those days population, you can extrapolate it to now millions of people. There is one or two, he says, Yatati Siddhaye. Someone puts an effort on this path to know me. Yatataamapi siddhanam kaschit mam vetti tattvataha. Only one of those many also who put efforts reaches me, understands me, realizes me, says Bhagavan Krishna. Kaschit dhira, he says. Our scriptures say kaschit dhira, one somewhere. And today we have 36 dhiras for taking up this work in their lives. You are truly dhiras because you have understood what is true and what is not. You have understood what is the real purpose of human birth, what is the way it should be spent, what must be achieved and done when we have attained this rarest of the rare human form. And as these youngsters take to this path, visions of Adi Shankara, Madiyal Narayan Bhatt, Vivekananda, all of them are getting materialized simultaneously. Also, with blessings of Swami, this is going to propagate the idea of Indian culture and wisdom to the rest of the world. Our youths, our children, our graduates will spread this light of wisdom to the entire world, is my faith. Whenever I look at them, I'm filled with hope, I'm filled with pride, I'm filled with dreams of a future where everybody would know who they truly are, and thereby they will be freed from all the sorrows and miseries of the world. And it is up to you, dear children, to guide them through your own examples. You have to be living examples of all that you have been taught. And when you teach the next generation, as it says, Prajatantum ma vyavachhetsihi, do not break this lineage. That which started with Madiyal Narayan Bhatt, passed on to his comrades and colleagues. Some of them are still here in their sunset years. And then it was went on to the next generation who is handling various campuses today. And from them, this is coming now to you. It's a great honor, great pride to even receive this blessing to do something good with your life. And therefore, you all have truly great role to play in emancipating the entire mankind and not just people of this state or the country. Under the guidance of Jagat Guru, under the able leadership of Yogananda ji, and association with all the elders and wise people of a university, I'm sure Advaita Sharada project will see itself transform into many languages and reach many places to many people in very near future, not too far. And simultaneously, our other campuses that are coming up, children will learn this wisdom at an early age, so that when they grow into youths, they are far more wise, they are far more prepared for the future. Once again, I would like to extend our gratitude to Jagat Guru, to Professor Yogananda, to our Narasimhamurthy for having taken the initiative of putting it all together, to all our teachers, staff, professors, cooks, cleaners, drivers, security, everybody who is a part of this mission. None of them are out of this. All of them are part of this mission in whatsoever small way. And therefore, when you go to these campuses, dear children, do pay your gratitude and respects to everyone. Don't ever look down upon anybody as lesser or lower. It's when they work that we are able to conduct ourselves, we are able to carry on with our duties every day. So treat all of them as a family, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Practice in these campuses. Love the children. Love transforms everyone. And whenever you fall short of the expectations, don't despair. Uttishtata, Jagrata, Prapyavaran Nibodata. Get up, arise, awake, stop not, it is said. Shurasya Dhara Nishita Dhrutyaya. Durgam Patastat Kavayo Vadante said. It is a difficult path. Internship is not going to be an easy job. Till you were students, it was all fun. Somebody will look after your breakfast, somebody will take care of your studies, somebody will get your clothes ready, somebody will teach you. All you have to do is just your homework and show up in the class. But now you will have to go behind the younger ones. You have to make them wake up. You have to make them get ready. You have to get them to the class. You have to teach them all. And you have to put them to sleep. And only after they sleep that you sleep. And before they get up, you must get up. That is the effort which is going to be going forward. So be ready, but then do not despair if ever you fall short. As long as you do your best, I will be happy. Everybody will be happy. You have very good elders at the campuses who will look after you as their own children, and therefore you also look after them as your own family. I'm sure this will lead these institutions into the future where we will have a campus not just in one district, one campus per district of Karnataka, but my vision is to have one campus in every district of India so that we can transmit this wisdom. I need thousands of dhiras, not one or two. Sri Krishna said, out of 1,000, one dhira may come. I am saying I need thousands of dhiras itself to do this work, and I am sure as you lead by example, yadyada charati shrestha, tattad deve tarojana. All the other or your juniors will follow. I am very glad because this is the largest batch of interns which is going out, 36 of them. Before we had 12, 15, because they were all boys. This is the first time the girls have graduated and they are going out. And I assure you, you do good work, we'll open more girls' campuses, let more girl children get education. Whatever it takes, I'm ready to do. So I once again thank everyone and the devotees who support this mission so very selflessly. They cannot be forgotten from around the world. It is the combined effort of everyone that we are seeing these things happen. To all of them, our gratitude and blessings. What more should I say? I decided not to speak much. But I think it's an important day. It's a historic day, and when so many of these children are going out, I just can't keep quiet. I have to say something. They are my future Narayan Bhatts, who will, one Narayan Bhatt created this institution. Imagine each one of them, as every seed has a tree in it. Each of them will create many more institutions. That is the future. Do your internship for 2 years, come back for your postgraduate programs, and further study and spread this knowledge to all. Samasta loka sukhino bhavantu.